Hello, football fans. Welcome back to the Nene Show. Thanks for tuning into Football Xstream. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button down below so you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. Now, the Premier League season kicked off yesterday with Brentford welcoming Arsenal. Unfortunately, it was a negative results for the Arsenal where we lost 2-0 on the night. We were outplayed by the newly promoted team, and it was a well-deserved victory for them. The last time they were in the top flight was about over 70 years ago. So it was a dream start for Brentford. And Brentford, welcome to the Premier League. But focusing on the Arsenal, we couldn't see any improvements from last season. We're still lacking goals. And we're missing some players as well. Lacazette, Aubameyang, they were not in the team. We were told that they were ill. So unfortunately, we lacked a lot of creativity in the team. However, looking at the performance, I'm not particularly sure if they would have been able to change the results in any way, because creativity was just not there on the day. And the other thing with Arsenal that sort of makes it a bit of a difficult thing to accept what happened yesterday is that we're not in any of the European competitions, we're not in Champions League, we're not in the Europa League, and we're not in this other league called the Conference League, whatever that is. We didn't even make it into that league. We're just focusing primarily on the Premier League. And because that is our sole focus for the season, it was very disappointing for us to lose the opening match, and even worse, lose it to a team that has just been newly promoted. You know, if we lost to Chelsea or Man City or Liverpool or any of the other top six teams, maybe it would have been sort of acceptable. However, in this instance, newly promoted team, it does make it a little bit difficult for us to actually accept the defeat. So in terms of creativity, there is a few players that we're linked to with James Maddison is the one. We've got Martin Odegaard, who might come back for another loan spell or might be an outright purchase. Still depends how those negotiations go. However, my concern is last season we had a creativity issue where we were lacking creativity, and hence we didn't score as many goals as we used to. But this transfer window, we've already spent £70 million already on 3 players, 2 defenders and a central midfielder. And all those positions we already had players in. These players were just for the other 2 players were just for backup, and then the central defender, which is Ben White, we needed him because David Luiz left. However, the parts of the team which needed more players was the creativity part, and unfortunately we haven't done that as yet. And I'm not even sure whether we're going to be able to get the James Maddison deal over the line, looking at the numbers that we are talking about. So it's there. The main thing that I want to find out from you guys is, do you guys think that does Arsenal not have the funds to invest? Do they not want to invest in players? Do they not see that the team is really struggling? I mean, the whole world, you just go on Google right now and everyone is going to be talking about Arsenal and lack of creativity, lack of growth of goals, lack of energy, and all the negativity surrounding the team. Do you guys think that with regards to spending power, do we not have spending power? Maybe if we do not have spending power, maybe we also need to just drop our standards a bit as fans. But you can let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Speaking of goals as well, Lukaku completed his move to Chelsea for about £97 million or so. What was stopping Arsenal from going in for a player like that? It seems as if we tried to go for the low-key players, safer players that we're going to try and build. And every time we build, once we've built, they always move on to other teams. That's always been our challenge. So yeah, are those types of players unreachable for us? Is Jack Grealish unreachable for us? Is Harry Kane unreachable for us? Is Lukaku unreachable for us? What type of players would suit Arsenal, and what type of players do we want? We've seen Chelsea improve their squad quite a bit last season and again this season. We've seen Man City, who won the league last season but still spent 100 million on a player. That shows that they're going somewhere. So with us, we just have this challenge where we seem as if we are unsure of what we're doing, or we're trying to cut corners or get cheaper players and try to do more with them. Unfortunately, that recipe has failed. So going back into last night's game, I just want to ask you guys, do you think the players are not giving it 100%? Or do you think that the tactics of the manager does not suit the type of players that we've got? I think those are the two important questions that I wanted to ask you guys today. And if the manager is the problem, would it help if we change them? If we did change the manager, it doesn't look like we're gonna get an Antonio Conte or Carlo Ancelotti or Pep Guardiola or Thomas Tuchel, or even hell, a Jurgen Klopp. So it doesn't even seem as if that even if we get rid of the manager, it doesn't seem as if we're going to get the caliber of manager that we sort of want. So we almost have to just make do with what we've got. Are the players not good enough? Me personally, I think the players are quite good. In terms of pound for pound, comparing each player to the Brentford players, our players are the best, hands down. But as a team, there's just something that is lacking at the moment. Now, where to for Arsenal? It's a very, very tough couple of weeks that's coming up. We've got Chelsea coming up. We've got Man City coming up. We've also got Norwich, Burnley, and Spurs. Those are our coming 5 games. 3 of them are against the top 6 teams, and it's going to be very difficult for us to see or predict if we could get any victories in that. With that said, the other question I want to ask you guys is, are we as fans being a bit too hard on the team? Is our expectations too high? Do we probably need to lower our expectations a bit? Because at the moment, I'm talking to a lot of my friends, and everyone is just unhappy with the results that we saw. And even in the back of last season as well, the results were not so good. It seems like there's no improvement. Maybe we need to lower our standards. I'm not sure. But there's one thing that I want to tell my Arsenal fans out there, and also our viewers of the Football Xstream on the Nene Show, is that players come and go, managers come and go. But Arsenal Football Club will always be there. And that's what I want to tell you guys. Despite all the negativity, despite all the players that we say that they are not good enough, they'll always move on. We'll always get new players. We'll always get a manager at some point. The most important thing is to just keep supporting the team, and I believe that we will turn the corner, and we will start climbing up the table. I don't think that this is it. It's still early. It's one game. It's a reality check for us as fans also to look at our team and just lower our expectations a bit. Maybe it will ease off the pressure on the players, and then we'll start seeing the team climbing up the table. That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Don't forget that there's a lot of Premier League matches going on today. With there's Man United, but the pick of the week is the Man City versus Spurs. Spurs welcomes Man City. The Hurricane saga continues. Will he remain at Spurs, or will he get his dream move to join Manchester City? I don't think that is going to be playing tomorrow, but basically that game, everyone is going to be talking about Harry Kane, even if he's not involved in the game, because it's quite interesting to see if he does move. Me personally, I think that it will be a good move for him. It will be a brilliant move for all parties concerned. Spurs get some money, Harry Kane gets his dream move, Man City get the number 10. It's a win-win situation for everyone. So yeah, hopefully that Harry Kane transfer continues, but that game is tomorrow. Also on the Football Xstream, we've got Kicking It with Quabs. The first show was done earlier in the week. Check out for that. There should be another show coming out next week. I'll be back with the Nene show again after the first round of the Premier League matches have concluded, just to reflect on some of the talking points from game week 1. And that's it from me, from the Nene Show. Thanks for tuning in. As I've said, subscribe to the channel, smash a like on this video, and I'll see you guys next time.